Hi everyone, welcome to our second video. This is Rachel again, and I'm going to show you the basics of the CafeTran Espresso editor. Before we really dive in, however, I want to call your attention to the menus that we have at the top of the program. We have Project, Edit, View, Action, Translate, Filter, QA, Task, Resources, and Help. So as we see from this menu bar, CafeTran Espresso really offers a lot of the same features that Studio does and can accomplish many of the same tasks. Apart from help, because CafeTran really doesn't offer any help or training manuals. But it does perform many of the same tasks. And I want to show you that underneath the View menu, you have the option to adjust the theme and all the colors for all the different aspects of the editor, as well as the font. And this is one feature that CafeTran users really enjoy, is the ability to totally customize the look until they get what they want. Okay, so let's look at the rest of the editor. It looks somewhat similar to other programs we've learned about, but it is a little different. Over here in the top left, we see a small square with our segments. So the segments are clearly indicated by numbers. You can click between them by clicking on their numbers. And you can see at the top that I have 32 segments here. And I have translated the first two segments. But the source segment that we're actually working with will show up in this larger box on the top, and we'll type our translation in the bottom box. And I will go ahead and confirm this segment. Down here is our match board where we see any results from our term base, translation memory, or any of the online machine translation that we're using, which, as a reminder, we accessed here. So here I can see my memory machine translation results. Our project TM here and our term base, which is currently empty. So let's say I want to add a term to my term base. Let's say it's porcentaje. Whoops. So I select porcentaje and I come down here to the pencil to add a term to the glossary. The term I've selected will pop up and I can type in percentage, and let's just say I want to change this to lowercase. Now the options I have here are pretty basic. There aren't a lot of fields, but when I set up a glossary, I can change those settings to allow for many more descriptive fields. I didn't do that when we started, and so these are the only options I have. But I will hit OK, and my term has shown up in my term base. Okay, so let's translate this segment. So I am going to say percentage, so it comes up there from my term base. And oh, look, we have a red subscript number. That is an indicator for a tag. And Jocelyn and I really like how CafeTran Espresso handles tags. All you have to do is type the number of the tag that you see and hit the escape button, and that will automatically copy the source tag to the target tag. Of the total European Union population. And I've run into another tag. It's number 2, so I'll type 2, escape, 0.8%, space, tag number 3, escape, 2016 in parentheses. Okay, I have my translation, and so I will hit Control Enter to confirm, and you will see that it did copy the tags. So it made everything bold, and it made the 2016 in italics. So that's a really handy way to handle tags. Okay, let's say, for example, that I made a mistake in this last segment and I want to change it. I'll click on number 5 again, and under Matchboard, you'll see that I have an exact project TM match because I added it to my TM when I confirm the segment. So that is how TM matches will show up. Up here is where you can search your concordance. And then up here on this bar, we also have some features. A handy one is the change the case. So let's say I want percentage to be all uppercase, all lowercase, or just the P capitalized. And I'll come down here to this portion again. Here we can transfer to the target segment editor. That's where we would transfer the source segment to the target segment editor. We can split segments, and we can join segments and move to the next segments. And as with many other CAT tools, there are multiple ways of accomplishing everything with these buttons or the control key. Okay, even though we haven't finished the translation, we can see up here that we've only finished 12%. I am still going to click the export button, this little checker flag. And here I get a box stating perform QA before exporting or export current document. So if I hit perform QA, I get to select all the different things it will check. I'll go ahead and hit OK. And oh my goodness, you see all the errors I have. Inconsistent space, empty segment. So I have a lot of things to fix. However, I am still going to go ahead and export the current document. And it has created a project folder for me with the terms, the term base, the TM file, the translation memory, the source text, and our XLIF file. So I'll hit save, export completed, and I will open the document. And here you can see that it did handle the formatting correctly with the title and the first segments that we did. Okay, back to CafeTran. Well, this concludes the presentation on the CafeTran editor. Obviously, I didn't go into everything, but I hope I gave you the basics to get an idea of if it's a good product for you or not. I encourage you to go to CafeTran.com and download your free trial and take a look at it. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it.